Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the sticks come from.
You don't know where the sticks coming from? Color's full of shit everywhere. Holy fuck. I think this place is working too. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking this shit in there. Oh my god.
All right. Yeah, we're fucking back, dude. Damn, I look like fucking shit. Oh well. Let me do this. So it's the Kiwi Farms Game Jam. That's what we're doing today, and probably for the next few streams. I have an idea for what we're gonna do. It's let me bring up some shit. Whoops. Let me go to YouTube. Let's go ahead and create a project. So what was the name I was using? Hold on, let me check my YouTube channel. What the fuck was that? Escape from Ukraine. Escape from Ukraine. And for anyone who doesn't know, Gonzalo Lira was a red pill grifter type guy who went insane, and then he was in Ukraine at the time of like the war when the Russians were invading, and he's like walking around espousing pro-Putin sentiment in the middle of fucking Ukraine as the Russians are invading. It's the craziest shit. He's in a fucking hotel at one point, and everyone's telling him he has to evacuate, and he's just like walking around carrying a drink in the fucking, like, he's like, no, dude, the Russians rock. Like, I love Russians. And it's like, dude, they're probably not gonna like you. They're probably gonna fucking smash your face in. They don't know who you are. Yeah. And then as he's like live streaming about how cool Putin is, I think the I'm gonna have to unplug my camera. Is it gonna, hold on, that's gonna fuck with me. As he's live streaming about the how cool the Russians are, the Ukrainians spot that, and they well, eventually I think they killed him or whatever. So supposedly he died in captivity. All right, hold on. I'll see if I can get a better idea. There we go. I think we're good. All right. Yeah, but let's see. Gonzalo Lira. Gonzalo Lira. He got his own segment on Tucker Carlson, I believe. Yeah, this guy. So this guy was a complete lunatic. He would do these streams, and I think one of them, I remember him seeing like, he would like treat women like dogs. Yeah. And he would hang around Ralph and the sector. There's got to be a picture of him and Ralph for sure. Gonzalo Lira, Ralph. Ethan Ralph right here. Where is the picture? There they are, dude. Hell yes. Oh, I gotta... I don't have a Twitter. I don't want to make a fucking Twitter. Images. I'm sure it'll be on here. There it is. There's the one I'm looking for. Yeah, and that's Dick Masterson over there in the leather jacket. And I think Gator's there too. Which is so fucking based. Here's another one. So was that... Are they wearing different clothes? So that was two separate occasions, possibly? Dude. Oh, but look, he's still rocking the double layered 2000s look. That's pretty sick, dude. Coach. So yeah, the idea is that Coach Red Pill is going to be like an absolute G, you know, like double agent, 007 type guy, and he's going to be escaping from Ukraine, just, you know, riding his motorcycle. And then we're going to have it like a parody of, let's go ride to hell, retribution. Let's see if we can just get some gameplay of this. Red. Fuck you, I thought I had ad block. Yeah, so there's like motorcycle segments in this part where you have to like evade shit. I want to do this, where you're Gonzalo and you have to like get through there. I think there's like some really shitty like exploration. Let's take a look. It's gonna be way slimmed down. But yeah, I think this would be cool if you could do like some minor gunplay and he's running around shooting, like that would be great. But yeah, this game was horribly made. I never played it, but I've seen all the memes about it, and I've like enjoyed all the videos. And I think we can do a lot of this pretty easily. That camera is awful. Yeah, this is what I want. Hold on, let me pause the fucking music. That's the gun picture too. Yeah, it is. But yeah, this horrible fighting mechanic right here, I want to do some of that. Maybe not as in-depth. We'll probably just have like a punch and a kick, and then do like some action scenes for Gonzalo. I think that would be cool.
Looks like getting in easy.
Yeah. I'm just looking at this game. It's like a marvel of how shitty this thing was. But it's still like, it's kind of nostalgic. I mean, look at those textures, man, and tell me you don't want to play an Xbox right now. Dude, that shit rocks, man. I love the Xbox. My brother would never let me play his Xbox when I was a kid. And like whenever he would like be gone from the house, I would like sneak downstairs and play like his cool older his cool older brother games. All right. So yeah, we have absolutely nothing. I think they have a fully clothed sex scene. I can't remember. There's like a meme of it, but there's like a sex scene where they're just like humping each other fully clothed. Probably in here. I'm not gonna play it. Just scanning through. This is a full gameplay, so it's 7 hours. Holy shit, dude! Who would play this shit for 7 hours? Mind numbing. All right. So I guess first things first, I got to make a model of Gonzalo. And I think we can do that pretty easily. There we go. Yeah, there's the gun picture. Damn, dude, that's brutal. Ralph, what are you doing, buddy? What are we doing, Ralph? Oh, I think Medicare might actually be dead. Rip Medicare. Very sad. You know, we thought Daddy Jim would live forever, but apparently not. I'm probably going to buy a hat. What the fuck are we doing here? I think, yeah, I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna do. So I need a picture of Gonzalo. We don't need the Ethan Ralph in there. We need Gonzalo. I got some shit in my fucking eye. All right. I need a. Oh no, Coach! Don't take the hat off, Coach. No. He looks really good here, and then the hairline is revealed. That's super sad. We can't use that picture. We need him as the Studley guy. Damn, maybe we have to use that picture. It might just be what we do. Well, no, because he's got the glasses. I need a picture with no glasses. This one was what I was going to use, but it probably won't work so well. I think this one will work if we just give him glasses. Damn. Gonzalo Lira, take off your fucking glasses so I can use your picture to AI image to get your fucking 3D rendering, you bastard. There we go. We got one here. Damn, look at those eyes. They're all fucked up. It's actually a pretty good one. Donde estás, Gonzalo? There we go. We could use that one. Is that a large picture? We could. We could double flip that one. The hat's in there, but he's going to have a hat on all the time anyway. Gonzalo Lizard. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and use this one. It's as good as it's going to get. We could do Clint. We could do the home dad Clint. We use Clint for one of the Ukrainian soldiers. That would be a really funny face. Yeah, that's a very funny name. I wonder what that's in reference to. Probably some a cartoon show or something. I'm sure. Alright, what do we need? That's right, we're going to call this Gonzalo. Lira. Alright, let's go ahead and get that shit done. blender. Yeah, and like I really, you know, I'm really trying to stay out of the politics on this one. I'm really just going for like laughs, and Gonzalo Lira is an exceptionally funny person, and you know, if you can't if you can't grasp that and you're mad at this or something in the future, if anyone's watching this, like I don't know what you're doing here. It's insane. Like I don't even give a shit about any wars anywhere. Listen, I'll betray anyone. I'll snake anyone. All I give a shit about is money. I guess that's not true, but all right. We need a camera, face builder, create new head. We'll bring it down. Hulk Hogan, yeah, rip Hulk Hogan, dude. Real tragedy. Him and Ozzy dying in the same week was actually really sad. And now Jimbo too. It's like, damn, that really sucks. Oh, we need to go to here. If it's true, I'm not like 100% on the Jimbo thing, but it seems like pretty confirmed. He hasn't logged into Steam or whatever. Damn, he does. He has some very unique features. It's so funny that this would be a picture that anyone would make in the media, knowing who Gonzalo was. That he was just like an insane man. Alright. We'll go here. Those eyes. What ethnicity was Gonzalo? He was like Cuban or something, but he was also American and also European. He was like every type of American. He was Central, he was Southern, and he was American. It was like, how is that even possible, dude? Because his dad gave some interview to Tucker Carlson from Brazil and was like, oh, you have to save Gonzalo. President Biden, no help Gonzalo. Alright, we're gonna have to bring that down. The hat is gonna give us a lot of trouble, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. I think this is going well. Gonzalo. Alright, right there. I guess we gotta bring that shit out just a little bit. We gotta bring that ear in. I'm gonna double this picture and then take it from both sides. That way we can create a texture there. Alright, maybe bring that in a little bit. Something like that. He does have kind of a fatter face. Oh, his lips aren't matching up. He's got these big lips. Right here. Right there. Bam. Alright. That's actually looking pretty damn good. Alright. Cool. I think I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we'll double that picture in GIMP, so I'll just open that up. And yeah. Yeah, once I double it, I can put it on, and then we'll recreate a texture of his face and shit. It'll look great. Open. Oh, we got the Yoko Ono. Global assets, textures random. We'll do this. We'll go image. What is it? Transform. Flip horizontally. File. Export as Gonzalo Lira flipped. Oh, my music. I need my music. There we go. Okay, so we'll go back. We'll add the other picture. Hopefully that's not too loud. Global assets, textures random. Gonzalo flipped. Oh, that's a very nice physiognomy there, Gonzalo. Looking very good. And then we'll go into this one, and we'll just have to realign it on this side, and this should give us a pretty decent texture. Right there. Dude, he looks so fucking goblin-esque at this point. The anatomy of a liar. The anatomy of a... Dude. The physiognomy, I mean. Elon, I don't know. Elon's got a good face. I still kind of like Elon. I know he had a fallout with Trump or whatever. Didn't he like kind of indirectly call him a pedo or whatever? That was kind of pretty fucked. But then Epstein, then Trump was like, "Oh, Epstein files. What are you talking about?" So I don't know, but I do kind of like Elon. You gotta have some heroes, I guess. All right. Gonzalo. I did like how every time he gets in a fight with someone, he just instantly calls them a pedo. Or like that one time, that one time when he was trying to like, oh, we can put a submarine in there and get those kids out of that cave. And the guy's like, that's fucking retarded, Elon. And he's like, you're a pedophile. That was so based. I was like, that's the sector come to life, dude. Yeah. Elon, hire me to make a video game. If you're watching this, you're going to see the Kiwi Farms Game Jam, you know. I don't need a big salary. I'm a very simple man. We'll make a base game. I'll even, I'll shill for your shit. I don't give a fuck. We'll make a game about Tesla. Yeah, we'll make a game where you're Tesla man freeing the children from Epstein Island. Alright, let's create that texture. This is probably going to look fucked. The face looks good, so that's what we're really going for right there. We're going to put a hat on him anyway. So I'm actually pretty happy with that. The rest of the head, we're going to have to figure something out. I don't know how I'm going to do that and make it look decent. But yeah, we're going to use most of the shots like straight on anyway, and he's not going to be able to open his mouth, so... Oh, I probably... yeah. Put it on my resume. I don't know. This isn't going to be that fucking crazy. It's just going to be a game about a man podcasting his destiny. Let's go to make human. Why is he looking British? I don't know. He kind of looks like a piece of mush. Like if you made a man out of mashed potatoes and then kind of scrunched him a little bit. But he's getting older, and I think he was probably an alcoholic and probably fucking dementia-ridden. So that could explain some of his features there. So maybe we can kind of blend it with like one of these textures, because these actually work pretty well. But it's just like, I wonder if I can take a picture of this guy's head, sorry, as like a side view, and then use that for Gonzalo's, the rest of his head, and just kind of blend the color. I think I'm going to try that. It's, yeah, I think, well, because it will shape his skull too. I don't know. But it won't shape his face, so the face will remain the same. I don't know. But right now, that's fine. What I'm getting here is I need a baseball cap. I think I have one in here somewhere. Do we have clothes or whatever? Do we have like hat? I know I had a hat somewhere. Not a fedora. I need like an actual trucker cap. Oh, I have a fucking MAGA hat. There we go. We might change the text on there or something to Russia, because he was espousing for Russia. But that's still pretty great. I think we're going to use that one. I don't see why not. And we got to give him like some badass clothes. I think this is probably the best we can do for right now. That's pretty, like, you know, that's a pretty good look. That's solid. And we're going to give him like a muscular frame. Because he's going to be a secret, like, double agent type guy. We need some hair as well. Let's see. Do we have... he does... Let's just take a look at the picture of our boy Gonzalo. So in this one, he's shaved. I guess he does sometimes have a beard. We need glasses. He needs those glasses. He really, really does. There we go. Female glasses. Perfect. So we got the hat. We're going to have to tilt it up a little bit. We got the glasses. We have the clothes. Does he need claws? I don't think so. Cool. Yeah, I think that's... oh, we need shoes for him. What type of shoes would a secret agent wear? That looks pretty good. Just, you know, some generic black shoes like that. That'll be fine. Let's go to the modeling and make him beefy. Give more muscle, more weight to him. Gonzalo was actually pretty tall, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Whatever, what is that, 188 centimeters? How many is that in, like, human inches? Alright, well, that should be fine. If anyone's seen how I make these things before, that's about as good as I get. So, do we need anything else? Oh, a beard and some hair, that's right. Geometries. Let's check out the hair. We'll give him that hair like Fabio. Oh, have you seen that clip of Fabio being hit in the face with a bird on a fucking roller coaster? That shit's great. I mean, it sucks for him, but it's like 1 in a million chances that'll happen. We could just do a very generic male hair like that. That might work pretty well for us. Short and messy, that kind of is more what he had. I kind of like that. That'll probably look better. I think that'll be closer to what he actually had. Either that or the short and messy. The short and messy looks pretty fucking good. I think we'll try that one. Even though some of those are going to stick out of the fucking hat. We're going to have to fix that in Blender. We'll just cut those down. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Either way, we're going to have to edit the fucking hair. So let's do the short and messy. Why not? Okay. There it is. There goes our hero. Oh yeah, I'm gonna use every fucking copyrighted song I want. Any copyrighted media is free game for me right now. It's the Kiwi Farms Game Jam. There's no way I'm ever selling this shit on Steam. So it's like, we're gonna use, you know, Ozzy Osbourne. We're gonna have like fucking whatever the fuck we want, whatever music we want. We're gonna blast that. I don't see a reason not to, frankly. I mean, isn't that in the spirit of like the, you know, pirate everything or whatever? Or the actual pirate software. What the fuck do I gotta do now? Let's export it, and then we gotta fucking trim up the hair, get rid of the face. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do the rest of his head. What I've done in the past is like smear it back, but then that looks really fucking shitty. I'm thinking about maybe I can open this up in GIMP and like copy a small portion of his face here and just keep on pressing it back. Otherwise I would have to get like a side profile of his head and that's going to be pretty difficult. Damn. Let's see, maybe I can get one. I just got a little more. I wonder. Did someone punch him? Oh shit, that's right, dude. This is him being arrested by the Ukrainians, apparently. Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't be using these pictures. Brutal. But Gonzalo, why the fuck were you over there retarded? What you were doing was very stupid, Gonzalo. Alright. I don't think we're ever going to get a Gonzalo Lira side profile. Side profile. This is the iconic picture. We're going to have this one. We're going to save that. Oh, Gonzalo. You gave without taking. Damn, yeah, there's no way we're gonna get a side profile. That fucking sucks, dude. I'm racking my brain. I mean, we can't use like that picture. Too blurry. I guess we could use that one possibly. That might work. Actually, I don't need that. Let me just save this image. I'm gonna upscale the image. We're gonna save it. We're gonna open it. Lira. Convert. Let's see if I can crop this out. And then I'm gonna feed this to an AI thing that I have and see if I can upscale it. Actually, that looks like a pretty cozy little office environment, you know, aside from all the other terrible stuff that's happening. Looks pretty nice right there. Let's export as I'm gonna say mini Lira. Mini Lira. Cool. And then I'm gonna have to go over here. I can't really show this part just because it's like it's got my information on it. But what I'm doing is feeding it to an AI and see if I can upscale the image. It's like a thing that charges per month, but you get like a certain amount of pictures you can do. It's called Let's Enhance.io. It's pretty cool. Let me go. Mini Lira. Open. Let's try it. Enhance. Enhance. It's probably gonna suck. We did one for Cobra, and I'll show you that one in a second. That one's pretty funny. Damn. I need more fucking coffee. Downloading. Alright. Didn't quite work out so good. His mouth seemed to have faded a little bit. Yeah, we can't really use that. Although his jacket, dude, that jacket now looks fucking suede up, man. Alright. I think we should stop wasting time. Let me save this. Create texture. Let's export that texture. Global asset, textures random. And we're just going to say Gonzalo's head. And then we'll open that. So this is what we're left to deal with, and I have to fill this in somehow with like a skin texture. So my idea is to like maybe copy some of this and just kind of paste it over there, and then that always ends up looking like shit. So does anyone have any ideas on how I can fix this? I'm gonna fucking ask ChatGPT real quick. He might have an idea, I don't know. It's worth a shot. Sometimes they'll lead you on to something. It's not loading though. I have a texture I'm using for a character's face. How can I create a matching skin texture to fill in some pieces? Alright, so it's basically saying to try and do the same thing that I'm trying to do here with this, with GIMP, with the shittiest editor we have. Alright, let's just try this. We're going to grab a texture here. Control C, and then I'm going to paste it. Instead of doing that, I think I want to go to my paintbrush here. And I can paint with it, right? If I go to new layer, let me click out of this shit, and I'm on the smear layer. I have my paintbrush now. I can kind of fill that in, and we're gonna have that harsh edge to it. I wonder if I can flip this around 180, maybe kind of blend that in a little more. Is there a way I can like remove lighting from this? I'm trying to think. That looks even worse. Maybe I can scale it up somehow, because the hair is going to hide a lot of it. If I adjust the size and kind of shove that in there. We still have that harsh edge break, but maybe I can adjust that a little bit. I'm just going to do this, and we're going to deal with the consequences. We got to spin this around. I'm going to blur it too at the end, and we're going to see how that works. I'm going to try like a lateral blur. Maybe that'll give it a little bit better thing, and then anything else we'll hide with some blender tools. I'm not saying this is going to work. I'm just saying it's worth a try. So it's like right here. We really need to fill that shit in. Right there. All right. Whatever. Then let's see what type of filters we can use on here. Low Reels, hello, how are you doing? See you later. Alright, see you later. See you later, alligator. We are making Gonzalo Lira. Alright. Filters. Artistic. Water pixels. Can we maybe do something with this? I don't think it's doing anything. Alright. So I know we have this types of blur. I think I'm going to use a lens blur. And that's kind of more what I was going for. Maybe we can do a little bit less than that. Something more like this. And then if I go back through, isn't there like a blending tool that we can kind of blend some of this shit? eraser tool. Whatever. We're gonna export this and see how that looks. Probably like super diseased on the sides of his head, but it might be a step in the right direction. I don't fucking know. Export as, we'll say Gonzalo's head 2.png. And we'll just load that right on in. We're gonna say clear, and actually we don't need to do that. We can just go click on this, click on that, and open. Global assets, textures random, Gonzalo head 2. That's actually not bad, dude. It's not great, but I think I have a little more that we can do to that to fix it up a little bit. I think I'm going to do that around the rest of his head, and then we can come in Blender, and we have, where is it at? We'll go to texture paint, and I have like this mix tool. We also have like a soften and a smear, so we might be able to like integrate these a little bit like that. I'm not gonna save this picture anyway, so we can clone. I don't really know how to do, I don't know how to use these tools yet. But anyway, we have some of those tools in there, so I'm just going to expand this shit out in my GIMP picture, and we'll see what happens. Let's Control Z, and then we'll go back to the brush, and we'll just keep posting these out. This looks really weird, but it works. Kind of. We're gonna have to get rid of his jacket too, so we might have to post a few of those sideways. This is becoming a hellscape very, very quickly. This is not what I envisioned, but you know, sometimes if it works, if it's stupid and it works, then it's not stupid. So yeah, you see, this is AI tools working at 110% of their capacity. I talked to ChatGPT. I'm going to put on my resume, AI expert. People are going to know I'm a serious big boy. I'm a quantum mechanics physician. Apparently, we can just lie about our credentials anyways. So I'm a quantum mechanics physician. I'm a, you know, whatever. Just like Mudahar, I'm an engineer, cybersecurity expert. Let me spin this a little bit. AI prompt engineer, of course. GIMP edit engineer. Video poster engineer. Should I do a few of these like this? Texture editor engineer. Alright, I think we're good. I think this will work. I'm going to go on record stating this is a good idea. I'm a very smart person. This is how the real pros make their shit, honestly. This is how they do it at Blizzard. This is how they do it at Halo Studios. Which one do we use? Lens blur. Cool, and I think we did a little less. You could do like that, maybe like this, somewhere in there. A lolcow video game engineer. Yeah. I'll tell you what, nobody else goes through this effort. I'll tell you what, brother. I'll do it for all little Hulksters out there who want to make shit post video games. Alright. I think it's funny to go to the Normie Godot guys and just be like, hey, are you joining the Kiwi Farms Game Jam? Yeah, you're getting in on that? And they're just like, I didn't know that was happening. But yeah, let me grab some coffee, sorry. Alright, we have the Gonzalo sausage face. Let's see if that's going to help us out here. Loadificate. Enhance. That's actually not bad. Once we add the hair on there, I swear, it'll be much better. He does kind of look like a ham man. Like he's kind of cobbled together from pieces of ham. But we're going to fix that, I swear. Or we won't. And no one will know. Alright, let's get the shit in there for Make Human. Files. Let's go over here for a second. Export. I think we want an FBX. Documents. What did I call this? Escape from Ukraine? Yeah. Let's not put it in there. Where did I save the blend file at? I'm gonna actually save this in my Barber's Gate folder for my lolcow game. Let's go to Documents, Barber's Gate. We're gonna make a new folder. We'll call this CRP, Coach Red Pill. And yeah, we're gonna have we'll call it crp.blend. Save blend file. Awesome. Then I can save this to there. Cool. Where the fuck is it at? That's right, CRP, and we'll call this pull stuff from. Awesome. So we're exporting from Make Human. We can then go File, Import, FBX, and we're gonna do it from the pull stuff from. So we have our head, and then we have our body up here. We just need to fix some stuff. For whatever reason, and Make Human, these always come in this alpha blend, so we gotta turn it to opaque. And same with the shoes down here. Everybody knows what the Kiwi Farms is, and everyone goes to the Kiwi Farms, but like people like all the Nick Diorios and all the Mudahars, they all pretend like, no, I'm just like so heckin' ethical, dude, and I don't even do anything bad, dude. I don't even think bad thoughts, man. And it's like, bro, you're on the fucking Kiwi Farms. I know you have an account, and I know you're shitposting. Shut the fuck up. Quit being a fucking fag. 100%. It's just like, I hate that shit. Everyone's on the farms, and you know, because all these drama guys are like, you know, oh, I don't even know what that is. What is it? And it's like, dude, where are you getting your information from? I know you're in those fucking threads. You know, I just hate the I don't know if it's like Zoomer or whatever, where we just always have to pretend like we're the most heckin' wholesome people on the planet at all times. That shit is hella frustrating. All right, because like they never will just admit they're laughing at lolcows, and it's like, no, dude, I'm like I'm just some type of like weird observer type person, and it's like, dude, we're all doing the same thing. We're all making fun of these people in our own way. We're not helping them, you know. We're not gonna advise them. Like, we're just laughing at them 100%. But they don't want to admit that. So let's bring that up. That's my beef with the people like Kiwi Tapes and like stuff like that. I don't know. You're really stuck in making low poly hands for the FPS game. Well, you could do this. You could bring in one of the Make Humans, and you could go to this and go add modifier, decimate, and you could just turn the face count down until you have the hands that you want. You know, that would be one way to do it pretty fast. But yeah, it does get better. I don't make any human models anymore because I'm fucking terrible at modeling humans. I just refuse to do it. So every model that I use, I'm gonna like have the software do it for me. I went through a bunch of shit. I was trying to model humans for a while, and then I was just like, dude, this is taking forever, and I want to make my game. So we got to get rid of those eyes. Jeepers creepers, you don't need those peepers. Okay, so we have the hat, we got the hair, we just need to make everything kind of scale and fit. Gonzalo, buddy, I swear you're gonna look, oh shit, I deleted everything. I still need the hands, I forgot to deselect the hands. I remember starting Blender for the first time, like years ago, and I was like, damn, this is like the most complicated shit in the world. And then now it's just kind of like, oh, you just kind of move around and click on stuff till something works. And then you get stuck and you just ask ChatGPT. So we need a bigger head like that. Is that too big? I think that's too big. That's like a fucking horror. Okay, right there. We can't let anyone see his fucking ham face, dude. We need the hair looks pretty good, I'll say. I think there's too much of it, but I think I'm gonna let that slide for now. Origin the center of mass. We're gonna maybe bring that. We just have to bring it down like this, and I think that'll be fine. Can we maybe slide it back like that? Maybe a little bit forward. I just have to hide that hat. What's the lore behind this model? This is Gonzalo Lira, who was a crazy person, who was a red pill grifter type guy. He would like make videos about like, yeah, treat women like dogs, yeah. And just like give crazy advice to people. Like one of those alpha male type grifters, very popular. Like when Trump was around, he was friends with Ethan Ralph. I kind of make games about this sector or whatever. But he was in Ukraine espousing a bunch of pro-Putin messages all over Ukraine. And the Ukrainians didn't take, they didn't like that so much, so they came and beat him up. And then eventually he died in custody, apparently, at a Ukrainian like prison camp or whatever, allegedly. But yeah, it was a crazy fuck, and like it's just so funny to see like people praising him as like a hero, and it's like I think he was just a mentally ill like crazy man. Like it's it's so good. And so we're making a game for the Kiwi Farms Game Jam where he is going to be escaping from Ukraine. It's going to be like Ride to Hell Retribution. We're going to have scenes of him, you know, just doing some shooting like this, running around, maybe third person like that. Where's the... I want to get the motorcycle scenes. Something like this, just that very fucking cheesy 2000s, like, you know, shit like that. I think would be hilarious for this. Except like him escaping from Ukraine, acting like a tough guy. Those models are great. Where's the motorcycle? I want to see... that was a key component of this. Yeah, there's like driving scenes like this, and I want to have Gonzalo on his motorcycle weaving in and out and like escaping from Ukrainians that are like shooting at him. That'll be fucking great. Yeah, he was on his way out after being captured one time, and he was like, all I have to do is leave. I don't have to cause a fuss. If I just get the fuck out of here, no one's gonna bother me. And he stops like whatever 30 40 miles from the border and goes live and is like, fuck you, Ukraine. And it's like, dude, why? They're watching your stream, they know where the fuck you're at, they came and got him, and then he dies in the camp. And it's like, good idea, Gonzalo. All you had to do was get out, and then you could have bragged about like, you know, whatever the fuck you wanted. But you had to make one last alpha male statement, one last fuck you, and they got you, dude. So it's like, you know, rip Gonzalo, rip to a real one. This is going to be celebrating his legacy. And yeah, so this is the type of shit I'm gonna have. It's gonna be so fucking good. I think the model's coming along pretty damn good too. He looks pretty stout. It's kind of fucked up right there. We might have to just expand that out. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe we'll add another shirt or zip up another button. If we could get another button zip up on there, that'd be great. Let's bring the hat down. I think we're gonna have to edit the texture in here to say make Russia great again too, because he was pro-Russian. I don't even know what his opinion on America would be. He was praising the Chechens, saying how cool the Chechens were. That's too big. Yeah, base Gonzalo. Can we shrink the hair maybe? I think that's a good decision. And then make that a little bit wider and shrink it down. And, oh. His ham skull is sticking out. S on the Y. We gotta make it big enough. I just don't want it to look like cartoony, you know what I mean? I think that looks pretty good. The hair we gotta do some fixing on. I'm gonna have to get rid of some of those strands. Let me just do this. Some of these real long strands that are sticking out, I think I'm just gonna grab them. And we just can't have them. Just can't have them, dude. Those in front look pretty good. I kind of like that it's all like ragged. It makes them look rugged. Alright, let's fucking delete these fucks. Down to the vertices. So there we go. That looks a little bit better. Now we just need to maybe bring it out on the sides. I think what I'll do is, can I just like grab these vertices and we'll put on proportional editing and bring them out on the X. And maybe I'll rotate them. I think I'm going to grab some of these and bring them in on the X. Like that. So now we have that. He is kind of bald, so but we can't have. He's not as bald as the quartering, so we gotta bring that back out. I was thinking about Jeremy Hambley, the quartering from the fucking Kino Casino. Oh, iDubbbz now bald. iDubbbz losing his hair. Very tragic, iDubbbz. Why can't I grab the vertices I actually want, which is that one? Alright, that's looking better. We have that one strand right there. We're just going to have to maybe correct it a little bit. Spin it and bring it forward. I'm going to have to just grab the whole thing. And go like this. Bam. Whatever, who gives a fuck? Me. I'm gonna turn off proportional editing. I just gotta grab these and I think spin them up kind of like that. We just want it flat. That way you can see this one. I'm trying to... do you use transparency map on hair texture or separate black color and alpha channel? What am I using? I kind of just used whatever it came in with on this one. It looks like we're using alpha clip. Oh, you can't see that. Sorry. It looks like we're using alpha clip, and then you can just change this clip threshold, which changes like how the hair is there. I need to maybe adjust my screen layout a little bit. But yeah, so yeah, I use alpha clip down in the material settings. Can I bring this? Oh shit. I made another window in Blender. I hate doing that shit. Alright. How's that looking? That's looking better. Those glasses are all fucked up for whatever reason. The hair's all fucked up on this side, so we gotta bring that out. The ears, I'm not too concerned about. We'll go back to this shit, turn on proportional editing. We'll just grab some of these vertices and bring them out. Not that much. Oh, okay, I want to grab more verts than that. We'll grab these and bring them out on the X. Whoops, I'm going to turn that off. Bring this one over here. I need wireframe. This is definitely the worst way to do shit when you're adjusting per fucking vertices. But sometimes it's gotta be done. Alright, so yeah, material preview, and then we'll grab some of these and go. Oh, fuck you, material. Alright. We don't want it out that far, we just want it out far enough. Like right there. I'm okay with that. Maybe we have to bring this in just a little bit. And then we'll just grab that, turn off the editing, and I can spin it on the Z and bring it out on the X, and then we're looking a lot better there. If it sticks through a little bit, I'm okay with that. I'm not super concerned. This, I'll just grab it and move it down so it's sticking out the back, and I'll do the same here, like that. I'm gonna move it over a little bit. Kind of looks like fucking pigtails. That's funny. I think I might copy and paste a few more of these just because we got rid of so many. A lattice trick. There probably is. There's probably a lot of different Blender tricks I can use, but I'm just gonna do some of these. I kind of want them to look like Big Boss-ish with like the mullet type long hair in the back. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe we can even do like a flapping animation in Godot or something for the hair. I just gotta grab a few of these and we gotta bring them down. I put them up too high. There we go. There we go. So there's our Gonzalo. It's actually not so bad. I mean, you can tell who that is. I might need to bring in a shirt or something, like an undershirt, just because he has no torso there. Let's go to make human. Modeling. Geometries, materials, geometries. I think it's in the clothes, and we gotta have just a t-shirt or something. Polo t-shirt. Yeah, that comes up much farther. What else do we have? Real Pros just freehand everything. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What do we want? Do we have a male casual shirt? We have that. We need a male version of that. Oh, we do have it. Cool. Yeah, we can use that. That comes up pretty far, and that should work pretty good. So we're going to export that. Let's hide this. Cool. Is it really even worth it? I don't think it's even fucking worth it. Maybe I'll I don't know. I'm just thinking about adding in like just a little like fucking mesh here. It doesn't really even need to be anything crazy. We can just do like this. And I think that's effective enough, honestly, for what we're doing. And the shots that are going to be in this game are going to be like over his shoulder. And so it's like if anyone looks in, it's just like, oh, he's just wearing a fucking shirt or whatever. Even though it's behind the actual skin. I'm okay with that. I don't give a fuck about it. We're saving it. It's good. We have to... Are we going to edit the texture on this? We got to move that hair down just a little bit. I gotta grab these two. There we go. What do you guys think? That's pretty fucking good. That's pretty good if I don't say so myself, alright? He might have a little bit of ham neck going on there. Might be some issues. But that's okay. Maybe we'll put a beard on him or something. Maybe we'll give him a scarf. The hair in the back is looking good. We might end up giving him some type of like do-rag or something. Alright, I'm going to export this as an FBX. We need some animations. I guess we'll get them from Mixamo. We'll get the Mixamo animations. We'll download them. We'll put all those animations in there. And then we're going to export it. Let me do this. Notepad plus plus. What animations do we need? I'm gonna think about that for a second. I'm going to put on some music. I have to take a bathroom break, and I'll be right back. And I'll leave you with a model of Gonzalo. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, I will be right back. All right. I guess the music decided to fucking stop. Thanks. Here we go. Moon Hop. I like this one. All right. Let me turn back on the fucking camera. I'm making a pizza. It's pizza day, as some people would say. All right. So we have Lira. We have Gonzalo Lira. We need to get him exported. Let's do it. File, export, FBX. We're gonna do it right here. We'll call it CRP, and I think we're good, right? Yeah. And then we'll bring in, let me go over here. Let me go to Mixamo. I'm gonna have to log in, so I can't really show you for a second. All right, but yeah, Mixamo has a ton of animations. We're just gonna upload the model there, and actually before we do that, we need to do this. We're gonna have to go through and really get rid of the amount of vertices in here. I forgot about that. Let's do that. Add modifier. Let's go to decimate, because there's a crazy amount, I'm sure. Picks of pizza or doesn't happen. Well, it's spinach pizza. So 2000 is actually a respectable amount for this, for what we're doing. We're going for that 2000s look. I could go get bagels and lox. That's what we could do. Decimate. Yo, I could definitely fuck up some bagels right now. All right. Oh, whatever, that's fine. 3,000 vertices. He needs some vertices. This is decimate, defecate. That's doing pretty good. I mean, it's just his shoes. What about his hands? I think that's fine. All right. We don't need a ton. The hair, how many do you have up here? Probably more than me. 462, barely. 462 hairs to your head, wow. You actually might be in competition, you fuck. Decimate, his glasses have a lot. There we go. There we go. All right, let's do this. I'm gonna get rid of these. Oh shit! I didn't mean the glasses too. Not my glasses. File, export, FBX. We're gonna save it right over the old CRP, and then we can whatever. I'll leave that open. Let me go back over here. That's the ride to hell. Upload character. That's right. Damn, I'm so hungry, I feel sick. I haven't eaten any fucking food today. Where's CRP? Organize. Oh, you fucking worthless piece of shit. I hate Windows sometimes. The fuck is it at? There we go. All right. Open. We're uploading. Give it a minute, and then I'll show you what's going on. We gotta align the chin, so now we have this over here. We gotta align the wrists. I don't think the textures are gonna come through, but then when we bring it back down, it should. We have the elbows. We got the knees. And then we got the groin. Yeah, I guess right there should be fine, right? Knees. That's about where his knee is. Right there, you think? Standard skeleton. I think we really just need 3 chain fingers. I don't think there's any reason to go crazy. You know. He does look kind of menacing, dude. He is kind of tall with the boots. All the oven's ready. The oven's ready. Shut it down. All right, timer. Looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm worried about those textures, but I think it should be okay. And then we want to go, we'll just type in gun, and that should give us a lot of the animations we're looking for. So we have this notepad. We're going to need like run with gun, walk with run with gun, idle gun. Are we gonna do crouching and shit? Hold on, let me get some water. My throat's killing me. Dude, there was a funny meme. I mean, it's not really funny. It's kind of fucked up. But it was the Jeffrey Epstein cell. And then they had, who was it? It was the fucking dudes from Devil May Cry were like jumping over the railing. And it was just like, what is Dante doing there? That shit made me laugh so fucking hard. Alright. Run with gun. Walk with gun. Let's just start downloading some. I don't feel like fucking doing all that work. Do we have like a FPS or something? Cool. Oh, we can just do combat, and I think we'll just see what we have. So this guy here is probably going to have most of our stuff that we need. I want to get the least amount of animations possible, so I think this is what? Firing rifle in place. We don't want him walking though. Whatever, we need a run forward. We're gonna do everything in place. We're doing no fucking root motion. Fuck root motion, that shit's fucking impossible to figure out. So we're gonna do this. He looks like a Vietnam, one of those Vietnam soldier guys with that little funky hat on him. Alright, let's download that. So we have a run with gun. Let's get a we're gonna need this one just for like an animatic, cinematic, animatic, whatever the fuck. I don't know how to say it. We're gonna do one of those. I'm just gonna grab some of these at random, just because it's gonna be. I know we're gonna need them. Him doing a slash like that, I could see that. I'm basically trying to get all my animations at once. So we have this strafing. Although I can't do it in place, can I? Crouch walking. Why can't I do it in place? The fuck? Nice. Okay, so I can't do in place on this one. So, yeah, I'll probably get this one and just reverse it. Yeah, I'm gonna need a talking one for sure. Let's get some combat in there. We'll get some punches. I'll probably copy these animations for like the Ukrainian soldiers. We have this reloading. We could use this one for a cinematic where he's like taking gunfire or whatever. Nah, we're not gonna grab that one. We have too many already, so let me go look at my folder. We'll see what we actually have. Oh shit. Let's not display that. I think it's outdated anyway. It doesn't fucking matter. Alright. What do I need? Let's go to downloads. So we have taking punch, strafe right, stable sword, slash, shooting gun, and run forward. So we just need like a walk outside of combat. Just a regular walk. We're gonna need an idle. There we go, a good confident walk. We need an idle. And we're gonna have to shrink the amount of frames on all these animations. So we have this idle here. And I think we'll actually use this idle. That makes it more action oriented. Just like Gonzalo. This game is going to be about a man named Gonzalo Lira. And how's it going, Colgate, by the way, or Cogate? Gonzalo Lira escaped from Ukraine. He's going to be, he was a streamer and crazy man who was espousing the goodness of Russia as it was invading Ukraine from the safety of Ukraine. And then the Ukrainians found him, beat the hell out of him, told him, get the hell out of my country. And he said, absolutely not. He began streaming again about how cool Russia was. So the Ukrainians grabbed him up again, put him in a prison camp, and then he died of some infectious disease, possibly. That's the official narrative. I'm not sure if that's true or not, allegedly. But, yeah. So we're making a game about him, fictional events of him actually escaping. Escaping from the prison, you know, flying away on his motorcycle, that type of shit. And yeah, I do want a fist fight in the prison. Yeah, it's gonna be like Ride to Hell Retribution. That's kind of the style of game we're going through. So we're definitely gonna have some scene like this where he's fighting like some Ukrainian, and it's like action time presses. I like to make games that remind me of like the 2012s and shit. So, I mean, this is, you know, this is perfect. Did he just kill that guy? Alright. Cool. Yeah, so what are we even doing? Alright. Gonzalo Lira never dies. Alright, we have the idol here. We're gonna get some, let's just go back to combat. We need some reactions like this. That'll be good. Kind of just grabbing these shits at random, like any true game developer. I think, well, we need this taunt for sure. He would be the one to taunt someone. We're definitely going to need a dying animation, just because you're going to get die when you get shot, you know. I have like hundreds of Mixamo animations in my downloads. Cool, what do we need? Run forward. We're going to need to run backwards, I think. We got the stray thing. Let's get the crouch walking, but we can't do that one in place. I'm gonna grab this hurricane kick just because that's really funny. What else do we have? We need some... We need to walk backwards. We do need a reload. Let's just get a reload in there. Reload. In place. I think we're going to do third person shooter just because that's what I'm most familiar with. Well, that one's while he's fucking... We just have a normal reload. There we go. Cool. And we'll get a prone and a crouched. Might as well. And there we go. And now we need a let's just do like a crouch to stand. Do we have idle crouching? We don't. Let's get that. We need crouch to prone. We'll grab that one. We're going to need that one. And then stand to crouch. And then we can just reverse these to do the opposite of them. Or we can just do this. That'd be funny, because he would like put his rifle off to the side and go into like a barbarian stance. Whatever. We have those. We need some talking. Yeah, we can do these. We need one where he's on the phone. Alright, we actually have a good amount. We've got like 20 animations so far. What else do we need? Let's get some more. Oh, we need one of them riding a motorcycle. Do we have like a riding a bike? I might have to make that one. We'll probably have to make that animation. We have to make a motorcycle too, or find a motorcycle somewhere. Anyone else think of one that we're gonna need? Oh, did we get a dying? I don't think we got a death. Oh, we did get one. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if we can get one. I'll walk backwards. Walk back. Here we go. In place, I need this one. And then we'll get this one too. So that way we have an unarmed and a regularly armed, and we'll just get a regular run. That'll work. He's gonna run like a Superman with absolute perfect stride like that. And then we'll just get a walk. Actually, we already got the walking. Let's get the... I don't really feel like going through all this shit to put a pistol in there. It's probably going to have the same animation regardless of rifle or pistol. We'll just attach the pistol to his farthest hand so it looks stupid as fuck. So I'm not going to go through the trouble of doing that. We get this run to a dive. I think that should be enough for now. I might have to come back and get more, but that's like 20 animations right there. We have a reload, we have a prone. Do we have a, let's just type in prone. We need a prone forward. And a prone backwards. And then if we're moving left and right while prone, I'm just going to play the moving forwards. If we get hit, we're just going to maybe like shake the character or something. I don't know. I'm not going to go through the trouble of having like a whole different thing. We'll figure it out. We should probably maybe get this picking up animation. I think that would be good. Maybe we'll have him defuse a bomb or something. Oh, we need a throw. Do we have a throw? I like this one because it looks lazy, so we can just throw a grenade in like the laziest way possible. And then we'll get the prone grenade throw as well. We'll do that. And then we'll get the prone one. Nice. So now we have all three. There we go. And we're going to have to make some weapons, I guess. Yeah, why not? How fucking close is my pizza to being ready? I am hungry as shit. Whatever, we're going to need a new picture at some point. Let's go back to Blender. We're going to get Gonzalo back in here. I got to go File. We're actually going to make a new one in the same folder. We're going to go File, New, General. I'm going to delete all this shit. And if I just import... Let's go File, Import, FBX. I got to go to my downloads and grab all that shit. Date modified. All of this was done today. There we go. And we'll import FBX. That might take a minute. Blender's probably not going to like that much. It's a lot of data. Alright. Well, let me check on my fucking pizza. We have 2 minutes. 2 minutes left in the chat. I mean, in the pizza. The fucking whatever. There we go. We have the many Gonzalos. If I go to material preview, do we have all our materials? I don't think so. Oh, maybe I do. My graphics card is loving this, by the way. There we go. So we do have all of our materials. What is going on with its freaking eyes? Oh. I think we just have some alpha issues. Okay, so we have all of these. And I'm just going to delete all of those. And then go here and delete all of this shit. Cool. And then we'll go to the MAGA hat and we'll say it should be opaque. There we go. And then his hair. Let's go alpha hashed or whatever. Looks a little better. Alright, let me get the pizza. Pizza pie. Hell yeah. Yo, look at that. Fine dining select right there. Food Lion spinach pizza. Hell yeah. Served on a paper plate. Doesn't get any better. Only the finest. I just gotta wait for it to get the... If you go near my pizza, Goblin, I will smash your head in with a hammer. All right. Maybe faces are fucked up. No, faces are wonderful, beautiful. We didn't have his glasses, but that's the problem. I think we also did we bring in the eyes? I think we. Yeah, we have these, which aren't supposed to be there. If I delete them. They're like invisible eyes, so now we're looking better. I guess I didn't get his glasses, which I fucked up on that, but we can always, I think, add those in kind of later. These we gotta go opaque. But cool, and now what I want to do is our animations just have way too much fucking shit in there. How many do we have? I'm gonna have to go through and rename these, unfortunately, and I want to see if I have a script to just get rid of all of. So we only want to have like 1/5 of the amount of keyframes in here. We don't need all these. So what I can do is open up the graph editor. Let's just fucking start renaming these. Reload prone. I'll just have that right there. That way we can kind of see what it is. This is run with gun, run with gun. This is fire, pistol. We'll say cine for cinematic. What is this one? This is swing sword. This is strafe. Next one is hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I have to fucking eat something. I'm dying. Where the fuck is art list? Here we go. Yeah, I'll be right back. I guess you guys can look at Gonzalo here for a second. All right. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry, I'm back. I was feeling really sick. I had to fucking eat something. Like I was gonna die. All right, now I'm alive. Much unlike Gonzalo. My cat wants to say hi. This is Goblin for anyone who hasn't seen him before. He is a fucking menace. And he attacks my feet while I try to run the fucking stream. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, he also likes being pet on the head a lot. Alright, buddy. Okay, so yeah, let's get back to renaming these. This is take hit, take punch. This is regular walk. What else we got? We got idle. We got take damage. We got taunt. We have, this is what, death? Death. We need to make that motorcycle animation. We gotta get a motorcycle too, and some guns. We gotta get some equipment for this guy. This is spin kick. We'll probably get rid of the root motion on that. And this is walking reload. We probably won't end up using this one. We'll just use the reload and just get rid of the legs. So this is regular reload. We'll just call it reload. Get all them bones selected. We gotta cast them bones. Prone reload. Prone reload. Yeah, they don't smell great. I kind of have a room for them. Well, I have a room for my cats, like litter box, so it's not as bad. The best thing to do is to make them outdoor cats. Get the best of both worlds. Pistol. Yeah, so this is crouch pistol, crouch reload. Crouch reload. Even if it is a pistol reload, we're gonna use it like it's a fucking rifle. I don't give a fuck. But I would say 4 cats is way too many. Having like 1 cat, that shit's manageable. Having like 4, that's insane. Unless you have a big house. We'll go prone, crouch to prone. Yeah, I'm starting to let Goblin out, and he'll like go outside for like 10 minutes, but I like want him to, you know, live out there most of the time and then just come in at night or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say like I had we had this cat at my river house. His name was Lafayette, and like he was indoor most of his life, and then like we brought him out to a river house and introduced him outside, and he was like, "Yo, this rocks! I love killing shit." So he would like just spend all day murdering animals outside the house. You would get like 10 birds a fucking day. That's an exaggeration, but like literally like 3 birds a day. All right. Let's go with talking. What else do we want? Let's go phone talking. Here we go. Let's go rifle walk. This is just a regular walk. Didn't we already have that? We'll just do walk. Fuck it. I thought we already had that. Yeah, we do. I guess I got 2 of them. This is sprint. We have a few more. I think like 6 left. This is prone forward. This is prone backwards, right? Yeah. Prone backwards. Keep going. We'll just say pick up. Throw a grenade. Grenade, normal. This is what? Grenade, crouched. Did we not get the, prone, reload? Did we get this one? I don't think we did. The throwing this shit. Oh, I have it. Let's bring it over here. All right, we'll import it one more time, and then we'll just we'll delete it. Then we'll go back to our animation. So should be this new one, right? You go to pose mode, I click on that, I go here. There we go, let's throw the grenade. Okay. Prone, grenade. There we go. I'm going to save this as animated CRP. And I have to take these animations, so I look at them in the graph editor over here. We have a lot of keyframes, so if I just grab, I think I have all the keyframes selected right now. I go to modifiers, and I think we say, no, it's over here, isn't it? It's in the key. We want to go to density, we want to go to decimate, and we want to adjust the ratio. If I click this, we get an actual slider. Let's go. Can we do like half? Can we get rid of half of them? What does that look like? So then if I'm over here and I play this, that's still fine to me. What if we got rid of more? That's still a lot of keyframes. I don't know if we need that many. So I'm going to Control Z on that. Let's redo that. Over here, key, density, decimate. I'm going to click it and we're going to go 0.75. Let's just see. What if I just move it all the way to like fucking 90? I just want to see what that's going to look like. Alright, so that would be 0.9. Get rid of 90% of it, and I bet I still have a pretty decent animation for like what I'm making, honestly. Yeah, I mean, to be real, I think I might just do that for most of these, because that's going to take my animation data way down. So yeah, what I'll do is, I think I'm going a little far there. I think I'm going to do like 75%. I wonder if I can do this for each one. Like, might write a script. Let's ask ChatGPT to write us a script and see if he can do it. All right. What do I want it to do? I need to go to the density and use the decimate ratio at 80% to remove. Cool. So I have an armature in Blender with multiple Mixamo animations. I want to decimate each animation. I have an armature in Blender with multiple Mixamo animations. I want to decimate each animation by 80% in the yeah, let's go 80% in the graph editor in terms of keyframes. Write me a script to do this for each animation on the armature. Blender Python script to decimate each animation, keep only 20%. There we go. Cool, let's try it. We're just gonna copy it. Honestly, I've had a lot of, I'm gonna save it before I run it, but I've had a lot of general success just doing this, and we'll just paste it. And the armature is selected, and let's run it. Oh, issue. Line 26. fcurve keyframe points.sort takes at most 0 arguments. Got 1. Keyframe points.sort. At most 0 arguments. All right, let's try it. Let's see what you got. If this works, I'll be amazed. I bet it just breaks the shit. Do I have any food left? Oh, did it actually ran? What the fuck? Animations. Yo, no fucking way, dude. I'm an absolute G. We definitely reduced the hell out of it. Did we reduce it too much? I don't think so. Crouch to reload. Yeah, I think we're good, dude. 20%. 20% left. That would have taken forever to export, so there you go. I'm going to just put this, let's copy, let's go to my fucking video details. Here is the script we use in the video to decimate shit. Angled brackets are not allowed, so we'll get rid of that angled bracket, and I'm just going to put angled bracket. Save. Alright, so yeah, if you're interested in seeing this script, you can now get it on the description for this video. That's to decimate armatures. Nice. Yeah, so I think we're ready to export this into Godot and actually get some shit going. Oh, we need a motorcycle riding thing. We need a motorcycle. We need that moto. We really do. So my idea was to go to Turbo Squid or go to, like, I don't know, we could get like a free model, or I could make my own. If I make my own, it's gonna take fucking forever. I don't know what the rules are on this shit, but I think it doesn't really matter to me that much, so let's just let me go here, and I'm just gonna go to Turbo Squid. It's like a 3D modeling thing. Actually, let's go to Asset Haven real quick. Asset Haven. It's not Asset Haven, it's Polyhaven. Polyhaven. Textures. But they also have models. Do they have... I thought they had a motorcycle in here. They have that car. What do we have here? Let's just keep scrolling. Getting some ideas. The hatchet's cool. We might be able to use that. This could be very useful for us. Getting more ideas. That could be a cool weapon. Medieval mace. We got a fucking S-stock over here. There's a sword shop near me that I'm thinking about buying. They have a Legend of Zelda sword, and it looks fucking ridiculous, but it's sharp as fuck. And that would be great to pull out during road rage. You would look so ridiculous. You'd be like, bing, bing, woohoo, I'm coming for you. Be retarded. Damn, no motorcycle. I thought there was, I swear I saw one in here. We're getting to the end, I swear. I'm not going to just keep scrolling forever. I thought, I mean, there's more stuff than I remember there being in here. A gaming console, a telephone. We might be able to use that. Let's say motor. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in there. I guess we could go to Turbo Squid and take a look. Motorcycle. We'll go to lower prices. So actually we have some luck in here. Let me bring this over. So there's this right here, which we might just use that. 3DS Max. Maybe something like this. That's an OBJ. We might use this one and just texture it. That might be the way to go. Yeah, because I don't really like using 3D Max things. It's a pain in the fucking ass. They always come in fucked up. All the textures are fucked up. If you can find a Blender one, that'd be the best. So I think we'll use that Blender one up there. Dude. Yo. Did anyone else have one of these little motorcycle clocks? Hold on. Where was that? Where the fuck was it? Alright, right there. Sorry, this is very important. Right here. I had one of these in real life. Did anyone else have one of these fucking things? I think it's still at my grandma's house. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. Alright. Whatever. Let's I'm gonna log in over here and we'll download. You know what? We're gonna get the best looking model we can. We're going for broke on this project. So we're going the 3D Max Honda CVX. We're gonna download it. Okay, yep, we're downloading it. I'm gonna get the FBX. Cool, and we need the MTL as well, I think, right? Let's try it now. Let's go to Layout, File, Import, FBX. We'll go to Honda CB 740. So it's missing all of its materials and all that shit down there is fucked up, but do we even need any of that shit? Oh damn. Can I just spin this? 180. There we go. Sick. So I think this model honestly looks pretty fucking sick. If I go to material TV, everything's missing. But if I click on them and I go here, I guess we could image data block referencing for external or packed image. And I have this, I'm going to download the image RAR. We'll go through there and see what the fuck's up. So it looks like there's a ton of them. How is this shit mapped? How the fuck am I gonna... or do I just need to extract it? Let's try extracting it here. Yeah, we're just going to extract it there. And can we like reload the materials somehow? Let me bring this over here, go to downloads. Date modified. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. So I mean, we can just put new textures on these things. That would take a while. There's a lot of textures on here. Be much better. Let me ask fucking... Get the fuck out of here. Get your ass out of here, Gonzalo. I have a fucking annoying thing where it's proportional. Alright. I'm going to try and figure out how I can fix these textures. I think I can figure it out. Let me go back to ChatGPT. I'll just ask him. I brought in an FBX and the... Let me take a look at this. Map number 5. And the material image is set to a map number 5. What does that mean? What I'm talking about is this stuff over here. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why this says map 5, because that's supposed to be our like image that we use. I brought in an FBX and the material image base color is set to map 5. What does that mean? It doesn't show up. Let's see. So I know it's a misplaced texture, but I don't know how to fix it. Cool. It's coming from 3DS. It's coming from 3DS. I have a .mtl as well as an RAR of the images. Can I avoid doing it manually? There's a lot of textures. Here's how to automate that in Blender. Unzip the RAR file somewhere. You should get a folder. Use that Python script to auto-assign textures. Damn, that would take forever. Rename the MTL to match the OBJ file. Oh, maybe we can do it as an MTL then. That might be easier. Hold on, let me try that. I mean, OBJ or whatever. I was not aware of that. So we're actually going to delete what we have here. He has to have a badass motorcycle, okay? We can't give him a shitty piece of shit. File, import. Where's OBJ? Wave font, there we go. These are huge, by the way. These are huge files, I think. Isn't OBJ the biggest one? Those things are like massive. Alright. So now we're importing okay. I think I fucked that up. Hold on, let me try that again. File, import. What's the difference here? OBJ. We'll get that. I think I tried to import the material first. Oh, this time it's huge. Okay, so we'll shrink it down. Do we have the We do. We got the fucking materials. Hell yeah, dude. We're fucking cool cats here. Alright, let's, Dude, that's so fucking based. I was like, am I really gonna have to do this all by fucking hand? Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you. Just fucking around. But yeah, I'm pretty fucking happy, dude. I really don't want to fucking do that all by hand. That's so awesome. Okay. Cool. So I think we're gonna have to animate both the, you know, the motorcycle as well. But for right now, we're just gonna get it to where it should be. I think that's about the size it should be, right? Let's have Gonzalo stand up straight. Stand up straight and tall with your back to the wall. We'll grab it. We gotta go to animation. Idle. It looks a little small now. The motoped, yeah. Should probably be about like there, right? That looks about right for a motorcycle. Cool. Yeah, we'll go to animation. Oh, now I'm gonna have to make my own fucking animation. I hate doing this. But it's okay. He looks really fucked from this side. He looks like a hunk of flesh. But from the front, he looks okay. Very handsome. Very handsome Gonzalo. Shit. What am I gonna do? Alright, Gonzalo. Did we already export here? I don't think we did yet. Let's export our buddy Gonzalo first, and then we'll get the moped. So I'm gonna hit this and just hide it for now. Can I do that? Maybe I can just do that. There we go. Then I'm gonna grab all that. I'm gonna go to object mode, grab all that. I'm not sure yet, because I have to have the motorcycle steering left and steering right, so I might just animate the motorcycle, and then in Godot, can't I just attach his hands to the bike for that scene, and we'll just use a different dummy model of Gonzalo without any animation. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's not that hard to make. I think I'm just gonna do, I just didn't want to make a ton of animations. I'm just going to do one of him straddling the motorcycle like this, and then I think we're going to try and use like the, what are they called? The IK bones to make it move with the actual motorcycle steering. We might as well. Let's go ahead and export this though, and we'll just start, I want to start making the actual thing. GLTF. We're going to get visible objects only. Escape from Ukraine, and we're going to make a new folder. We'll call this models. And what we're going to do, we'll make the first one CRP, the Coach Red Pill. And yeah, we'll just do this CRP V1. V 1.0, and yeah, let's go ahead and export. It's going to take a second, but not as long as it would have if I had taken everything. I don't want to use an animation player. I just want to use an animation player. I don't want to use the animation player state machine. Those things fucking suck. They're super fucking complicated. I don't know. Maybe, we'll see. Because the problem is if I have to bring in more animations, it breaks the entire thing when I try and bring that in. So I can't do that. How's it going, Bob the Darkest Fairy? We're exporting our Gonzalo Lira here. We probably should change the hat too. We might just make the hat red. I'll just change the texture on it. Because I don't even know if he was a Trump supporter, so there's no reason to put the fucking Make America Great Again hat on him. He was like a red pill grifter. I feel like he would say he didn't like Trump or whatever, just to be contrarian. That was who Gonzalo was. He was a hero. Alright, Godot, you can do it. You can load it, you fucking piece of shit. Let's bring him in. There he is. Much balder. And he looks much more hammier. What do we want to do here? Let's make local. Where's his hair? Short, messy mesh. There we go. We need to adjust this. Yeah. There we go. So we have that. We got that going. Nice. Gonzalo, you're looking... I need to fix that fucking hair, but I have to make it an actual scene first. So I think what we should do is just... well, we got to do something better than that. Let's go here. We're going to say... what do we want? Character body 2D, right? Character body 3D. Cool, and now we can add Gonzalo here. And then we can make this local. We can close that, don't save, and we'll save this one. We're gonna get a new folder, we'll call it, we'll just call it player. And we'll name this as the player. I actually, yeah, I think I won the Roach Jam. I gotta fucking send the guy a message on Discord. I watched it last night. But yeah, I won the Roach Jam. I don't really want the money, so I'm gonna send him like just a thing on Discord, like saying, you know, just save it for the next guy who wins or whatever. So I think he's gonna run another jam eventually. But yeah, it was just fun to participate. I like doing shit like that. Oh man, Queen Cobra's live. Nal is live. I wonder what she's up to. All right, let's fix this hair if we can. Let's go here. Yeah, I won the Roach Jam. I think most people did like smaller games, so I just put a lot more time into mine. What am I trying to do here? Depth, pre-pass. I think I want alpha scissor, and then I can adjust. Like, yeah, I want a good amount of hair. There we go. That looks better. That looks much better for Gonzalo. You know, Godot isn't great. I'm going to get rid of the MAGA hat mesh. We're just going to make it red. New standard material. Cool. Because he did kind of wear just like a dingy fucking new noise texture. There we go. Color ramp. New noise. Kind of looks like Ash Ketchum now. Where is the... whatever. Good enough. Now he's got this shitty, gross hat there that fits him much better. Yeah, that's what I was gonna edit it eventually. Now it kind of looks like a shitty Mario. But yeah, I will edit it eventually to say make Russia great again. That would be funny. Let's check his animations. Do they all come through? Run with gun. Looking pretty good. Actually, that's pretty fucked. Uh-oh. Did I shrink too much? If I go to strafe and I loop it. Yeah, I did cut a little too much. You know what? I know I'm going to have to readjust a lot of this shit. This is going to be version 1, so we're just going to go with it for now. And we'll leave that as a note. Yeah, the Kiwi Farms has a game jam going on, so I figured I would enter in there. So if I loop a lot of these, I took out too many frames and we're skipping that little final frame there. Damn, that really sucks. Because I have no way to undo that. I have to fucking bring all that shit back in. I'll do that off stream. I should have saved a different file of it, but for right now, this is the version 1. So I still have the animations. I just have to bring them back in. And let's just work with what we have for now. I'm going to go ahead and write the player script, and then eventually we'll just swap out the CRP. That's kind of how I like to make these super modular, so I can do it that way. I don't see any reason to make it even like a class for the player, because we're not going to have multiple players. It's only one player. I want to make it use a controller, so we should probably grab my PlayStation controller. We got to get some guns in an environment, though. So what does Ukraine even look like? What type of environments do we have? Let's see, lighting, appliances, industrial, decorative, furniture, props. Let's go to all. I gotta get rid of that. We have some piping, some rocks. I need like city front. I don't know, we could put them in some type of... I need something modular like that, so this looks pretty good. There's really no reason for him to be in an area like that, though. So this is looking pretty good. Modular urban apartments facade, and we'll just have like a bunch of apartment buildings. Yeah, it just started, and we just learned about it 2 days ago. Eastern Europe is gorgeous, according to Josh. Well, Josh also said that women in Russia have a gorgeous accent, and then you hear one of them speak, and it's like "kakabloya, kakababahava," and you're like, "Yeah, Josh, that's not beautiful. That's fucking atrocious, dude." I think this looks pretty good. We can do a lot with this. 1K GLTF. Oh, can we just bring that right into Godot? That would be much better. Concrete kami blocks. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, is these concrete kami blocks. That's what I was thinking about. That's what comes to mind when I think of like Europe. And, well, not Europe, but these like Russian satellite countries. I always think of them as like just big mounds of concrete. And then people kind of just are shoved into there and beaten daily. You know. As are most places outside the U.S. That's just how they like to live. That's their daily fucking way to be. We're going to grab all these. We're going to cut them and paste them into my new Vigi game. Escape from Ukraine. We'll go to models, and we're going to go with a new folder. We'll call it modular buildings. Buildings. We're going to have to get a gun. to give to Coach as well. I'm not sure if Coach would pass a background check, but you know, on here he will. Yo, you know who made this? Some guy named James Raycock. That's pretty good. Yo, what's your name? James Raycock, dude. Yeah, so we're copying these files. It's gonna take a second. Damn, man. All right. Oh no. It's got that weird, funky Russian lettering. I have no idea what that means. I think he's casting curses upon us. Somebody cast a circle of protection from Josh, and he'll help us out. Yeah, that'll do it. It's still loading, right? Yeah, it's still loading, so I'm going to, I'll be right B. Give me 1 second. All right. While we're waiting, we're going to listen to a song from way back in the day. Sunset, the Kill Stream. Let's see. Is it going to fucking go? They really want me to turn off ad block. They're really cracking down on it. Here we go. If anybody remembers this, then you definitely remember the sector and you had some good times and laughed at everyone. And struck down again. Exam reports. We all know who's to blame. John and Jarbo's his name. There's to find. Did we get it? We did. All right. Set the kill stream. Ralph pretty much sunsetted himself, dude. He's singing out there in Mexico. You know what? That should be the end. We'll have him going to Ralph's house in Mexico, and he's like, "Good friend, I need a place to hang out for a minute." In Ralph's little piss shack, dude. Because I already have Ralph's shack modeled. That's so fucking good. They did peacefully. Well, I mean, I guess honestly, right now the sunset, the kill stream is like retching out its fucking last breaths, as Ralph is like, "Can I get? Man, can we hit the goal?" All right. We love Ralph. We want Ralph to live a long time. Maybe forever. Okay, so this is pretty cool. How the hell am I gonna fuck with this shit? I think what I'm gonna do... Damn. The Godot editor is not that great, I'm gonna be real with you. So I'm just gonna pick a few of these, combine a bunch of them together, and then do the least amount of editing possible. Oh, BRB still on the screen. There we go, get out of there. Wonderful. Let's get some music going so I don't sound like I'm just talking to myself like a lunatic. Let's do, let's see, we got some techno, I think. Yeah, that'll get it done. Okay, so if I bring in Gonzalo, let's bring in our player. Gonzalo, you're too big, buddy. Are we going to shrink him down, or are we going to adjust the other things? Actually, how big is he right now? Like if I go to transform and I go there, oh, we want him as a player of the world. This is the worst way to do this. Humanly possible. There we go. Should have gone the other way. So if I bring him back to 0. Okay, so we're actually not, like, we're not crazy big. These things are crazy small. Transform. So we got to go to transform, what, like 10? That looks more right. I think so. Let me bring this back. Alright, so it's going to be a pretty linear path. So what does that move? That moves all that. I just wanted to grab like a bunch of these and do we have one that's just a wall with no door? Let's get one of them. Why the fuck would you... here we go. There we go. Just a fucking wall. Perfect. So I'm going to grab some of these. Can I put these on a grid? Is that going to help me at all? So it is sticking to a grid. Cool. This song is annoying. Let's turn it down too. Sorry, it's probably super fucking loud. Yo, Phoenix, how's it going? We're making a Gonzalo Lira game about him escaping from the Ukraine. Of course, no politics here, just a bunch of fun. So, we have Gonzalo. I want to put these. We're putting these together. Dude, what is going on here? Why is there a indent there? I thought that was just a regular fucking wall. Is this one just a regular wall? No, they all have those indents. Fucking designer. Is that just a regular one? There we go. We'll get rid of that. So cool. That Gonzalo is just for reference. I think we're gonna put these like right here. And I'll probably just make a bunch of them. If I just control D and put this one here, like it should line up pretty good. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna move these into a different thing on their own. I'm probably gonna get rid of a lot of these because I just don't need them. It's probably gonna be pretty painful to start with, and then it will get easier once I make my little modular nodes here. This is much better than me doing everything by myself. So we'll go standard wall blocks. And I'm just going to grab these, and I might, I think I'm going to duplicate this one again and just bring it out until it goes there. And yeah, that way I have, like, you know, I can duplicate that and then bring it out. So I can have like another section of these, and we'll just grab maybe one of these garage doors. Is that what that is? Yeah. Let's just grab all that, bring that over here. This way. Damn, this is like, everything goes the opposite way of Blender, I feel like. So let me put this right there. There we go. They actually match up pretty damn good, and I'm going to move these outside. And I'll just, I'm going to make another node. We're going to put that there and put both of these in it. And we'll say garage door. Cool. And so we'll take, I think it's this wall block, and we'll move it over, put that right there. So yeah, we have that there. Let me go back to this. I think we need to kick it over just a little bit more. You fucking piece of shit. Alright, let me just get a little bit closer. Why does it look weird? Dude, why? Alright, transform. Right there, perfect. Who cares? That should be okay. Is it pulled forward? Is that the problem? It is. There we go. So we need to move the whole thing. There we go, perfect. We're going to call this initial building. We're not going to save it there. We're just going to go here and say, I guess we'll go scenes. I don't have any scenes planned or anything. All I know is we're doing Gonzalo Lira Escape from Ukraine. Oh, that one's off too. Great. Oh my god. This shit right here. Settings, clipping plane, just let me zoom out as far as I want. There we go, thank you. Fucking retard. Oh no, you can't zoom out 100 units. That's crazy. Who would need 100 units in a video game? There we go. Cool, and we'll grab some windows or whatever. I just want some singular ones like this. Let's bring that over. Cool, so I guess we'll put that. Just bring it straight down. I thought I had the window too. Alright, and now I want to get this to Godot. Thank you. Ah, jeez. And then if you press the top view, you'd think, oh, I have to go this way, right? But it flips the entire thing around, so... And it zooms you way the fuck out. It is a struggle to get this piece to where you want it to fucking go, I'll be honest with you. That's one of the major drawbacks of Godot. I don't know if it's like that in Unity or whatever, but trying to get something to a place where it's supposed to go is like fucking impossible sometimes. Alright, and I'm going to... I gotta make sure to move these out. It will be easier once I have these modular things made. Cool. Then I gotta scroll all the way back up here. Cool. We'll go node. Node 3D. I'm gonna make this a window block. Cool, so I can close those for a second. Garage door. We have the windows. Nice. I'm going to make that. We'll say, oh, we already made that. Okay. Window block. And I'm going to add to that. We're going to duplicate one of these. Bring it on over. And bring that up. And what do you think? Make it like 4 wide? I mean, that would make sense, right? That would match the other one. I think so. And this is what I imagine Eastern European shit looks like, to be real with you. Bring that forward. There we go. Now we're looking good. Go here. So I don't want that. I want to get, let's get this guy, that one, and that one. And we're adding them to the window block. Then we can select the window block, and if I duplicate that, we can move that over. Cool. And copying and pasting is the mark of any good game game developer. Yeah, level design is my passion. Look at this. Can anyone else come up with this shit? I don't think so. And then yeah. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do this. One thing we could do is just take the walls and like slant them a little bit and then like slant them up so we have like some architecture going like that. Let's see what else we have in this scene to end off the windows or whatever. Yeah, I think I'm going to do... I'm just going to grab this and do like a whole layer. Well, not a whole layer, but I'm going to duplicate that. We're going to move that over, fill in this little missing piece. I'm going to hide this scene again. Oh man, this is that really annoying fucking song. Jumpstart, here we go. You're not going to be driving the whole time. I'm trying to make you're also going to have a I mean, it's going to be a third-person shooter at some point, so probably in the beginning it'll be a third-person shooter where you're walking around. This game might be a little ambitious, I don't know. Like Ride to Hell Retribution had like 3 elements. It was the riding, it was the third-person shooter thing, and then it was the combat with the quick time. So those are the 3 things that we're trying to accomplish with this game. I think I'm supposed to have these flipped around. That would make sense, right? I don't know. We'll take a look, because we're seeing the reverse side of them. If I go to transform 180, and then I bring it back, that's what we're supposed to be seeing. And then that goes forward. That would make sense. No, it should still go back. But yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. And there might be some overlapping there, but I'm not going to stress that. Damn it, I gotta fix all these now. Well, at least we're getting the 180, you idiot. Who rotates something 18 degrees? Use your head, Godot. Alright, transform 180. I am using lock to grid, right? I think, yeah, use snap. So we can do that. I need some type of, I guess we'll just add in a flat floor. Let's just do that. Mesh instance 3D. We still have no code on Gonzalo whatsoever. And then we just have this flat thing. We'll probably fix this in the future. Let's just go 500 by 500. Let's go, yeah, it's actually good. And we'll make that the limits of this level or whatever. See, I hate that it does that. It flips you around. So it takes you a second because the wall was like over here, but now it's back this way. I wonder if I can fix that somehow. But yeah, so that should be like the edge of the level. It's not going to be very big. I want to have like this be the size of this level maybe. For now, we'll just have like 2 or 3 alleys. I think I'm going to do like an alley like this, and then an alley like that, and then we'll just have like cars blocking it off here and there, and we'll just have Gonzalo running around fighting Ukrainian soldiers here. I think that would be funny. Or you know what, we'll have like Gonzalo coming out of his apartment, and then we'll have like someone give him a phone call, and they'll be like, Gonzalo, like, you've been compromised, you gotta get out of there. Yeah, because we could lead in with the there's a video of him streaming. Let's see if we can fucking hold on here. Gonzalo Lira live stream Ukraine. Let's see what he was saying. No one will play his actual tapes because then they're like, okay, he's fucking insane. Who is this? This is some weird streamer.
Which is of inciting a political option.
Damn it. I need the unedited footage. Oh, Coach Red Pill has a channel. Here we go. Videos. 3 years ago.
Hi there. I haven't been posting much as of late because I've just been with other stuff on my mind, but I'll be reactivating my Gonzalo Lira channel in just a little bit. But before that, I just wanted to put up this video, and it's a message I've been telling my Patreon subscribers, and I'm in ballistic corporations. And these monopolistic corporations not only control the things that you buy, the foods that you eat, they also control the means of communication.
Yeah, Gonzalo, like everyone's been saying for the last 40 fucking years. Oh, Monsanto bad. Yeah, dude, everyone knows that. Thank you. Why? I want the one of them walking around in the hotel with the people telling them to evacuate. That's the one that's good. Oh,
Where is Tiffany Dover? They have done a phenomenal job. Okay, and if you guys from the Chilean embassy are watching this, or if anybody has any contact with them, you know, clip this part here because they've been outstanding. They've been very concerned about citizens for a couple of several. Belittle it. I'm not saying it as a fanboy of the Russians. I'm simply looking at the facts and making an honest judgment, and that's the whole point. That's what I.
all right. I wanted. Damn, I probably can't find the ones that he did.
Good morning. It is Saturday, February 26th.
Here we go.
My birthday. My birthday is February 29th, and this year, of course, it's not leap year, and so I'm going to be celebrating it on the 1st of March.
This is during the Russian invasion.
Right. So anyway, here I am in the. This is the conference room, as you can see, of the Premier Palace Hotel here in Kiev, where I am staying during the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
So yeah, I think
I've been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people in Kharkov, a lot of people in Kiev, and
so ideas forming in my head right now is possibly Gonzalo. You know, he's like in this hotel and he's getting a call from his his Russian like friends, and they're like, "You've been compromised, Gonzalo. You got to get out of there." And then he goes outside, and we have like a quick time event of him beating the beating the Ukrainians. The Russians come in. He parties with the Russians, and he's like, "I got to get back home." So he jumps on his motorcycle, and that's the first scene. We'll have like Ozzy Osbourne playing because we're gonna use every type of music. We don't give a fuck. We're gonna use copyrighted shit. We're not selling this game. Nobody fucking cares. I think it's gonna be badass, dude. I'm pretty hyped. I think we can do this, but
and in other regions as well. And frankly, I can't pronounce the name. Sense of their own importance.
yeah, it's empty because the Russians are invading.
The Russians, and they fucked around and found out now, didn't they? Yeah. So anyway, that's what's going on geopolitically. I wanted something else. I wanted to say something else, but it just slipped my mind. You know, I'm just Ukrainians up this garden path of just, you know, stringing them along and saying, yeah, go ahead. You know, it'll be.
Yeah, wasn't he in a pool at one point? I remember him being in a pool. I could be wrong about that. Maybe I fabricated that in my head. But yeah, so that's what we're basing the game off of. And actually, that color scheme really matches well with this gray gradient right there. I don't know how I got off on that tangent, but I did. So, albedo. I'm just going to give it a fucking noise texture. And, you know, it's not great pavement, but for now that'll do. But yeah, that probably will be part of the intro cutscene. Alright, so let me turn back on my badass artless music. Okay, so I think to start out, I just really need some windows, some walls, and what I wanted to do, let's grab like one of these and move it out here. I want to bring it up, and my idea was to like tilt it like that, and then have another one like this. Bring that up there. You know, so they touch or whatever. And then we'll rotate it up. Whoops. Just back to 90. Just have it be like that, and then maybe make another one like that. yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, just some type of arch or whatever on the wall. I don't know. Does that make any sense? It kind of makes it like much more like looming architecture is what I was going for. Just have a bunch of those, and then I'm just gonna grab this entire shit right here. I mean, it's kind of a very quick cop out. But for right now, I mean, it's just, we're just going for like a very quick shit, quick maths. And I'm just going to grab this, the window block. We'll repeat it all the way down. Why not? Some Wile E. Coyote type shit. There we go. We'll do some Silent Hill mist up here. That'll look great for us. I'll get this one and this one too. That one. Control V. Whoops. Bring that shit over. Great. Yeah. So whatever. I mean, you're only going to see it from like this perspective, so you'll see that, and then it just kind of goes up into the sky. And we could even take, I think I might take all those planes right there, honestly, and rotate them. Can I get all of these? It would be really nice if Udo would cooperate for one fucking second. There we go. If they had like a dot in the middle of each of them, so you could see like when more of it's selected and they highlighted as you selected them, that would be really great. But what I'm thinking about doing is just spinning this kind of like that. That way, if you have like you know, a camera kind of like this, we might put like a concrete texture right here. We could just change the texture on these or make it a little bit darker or something. I think that'll be fine. And then of course we could always add like a second layer to this or some shit, but for right now we just need to keep going. Let me bring this back up. All right. Let's grab more of these. More and more. Cool. And you know what? You know what I think we'll do? All right. So here's how it's gonna work. Story. We are reading the last memoir of Coach Red Pill. Coach Red Pill, and reliving his experiences. We'll have like 3 missions. We will have like 3 missions to escape to escape Ukraine. Mission 1, fight scene with the Ukrainians. I don't know how the fuck you spell it. Ukrainians, and party with the Russian troops afterwards. Party with the Russians. The second mission is the escape. The escape where the escape, heading to the border. So we'll have him on his motorcycle, avoiding all the Ukrainians, like, you know, dodging them. Maybe some Russian assistance or something. We'll have drones overhead firing, you know, grenades at him. That would be so fucking based. Second mission, escape, heading the border. And then the third mission should be like the QTE after a small fight, you know, like boss fight type deal or some shit. Maybe we'll have Zelensky come out and fight him. I don't know. That might be too much. Third mission, QTE after boss fight. Something funny. Something funny. All right. Yeah, I think that's where we're going. We'll be reading the story as if we are Coach Red Pill, because I can make that in like Blender. That'll give me some warrant to like put Blender scenes in there, and I can like, you know, put the video, and it'll be like, I remember when this happened or whatever. That's perfect. That's a perfect game idea. Now it's just 100% effort, me putting in all this bullshit. So now that I've created this Soviet era fucking block over here, we need to grab this, all this shit. We're gonna go node 3D. We're gonna call this roof. The roof is on fire. I'll grab all that and we'll put that right in here. Cool. And then let me move this out. I'm gonna put this here. Whoops. Yeah, make the floor a child of the character so the floor moves with the fucking character. That'd be funny. Cool. So I'm going to take all of these. Those are all into one thing. We're going to go another node 3D, and this will be full wall. And we'll take all these and put it in the full wall. And I'm just going to duplicate that. See, we're going to rotate that 180 degrees, put it over here. We're just prototyping right now, and my idea is to have I will change these up so it's not so repetitive, but for right now it's just the easiest way to try and get some of the character shit in there. We're going to duplicate that and flip this one around like this. And then we'll actually have to do some editing. I'll spin that there, move this here, move it right there, and we'll duplicate it, bring it up. And we'll move that over here. Black cat, you're alive. Oh, that's good. Did you eat too much fucking ramen noodles with what did you put in it? Fucking chicken from the can? There we go. Control D. Might have to move that one over. This guy here. It's not that one. All right, the full wall has to come out to right there. Perfect. We'll duplicate this and spin it 90. Bring it over here. Nicotine pouches and ramen noodles. Oh man, only the finest. So here we have some issues with how I made this geometry. We really don't have anything to fix that. So what I'm going to do is just duplicate this and bring it up. I guess I could like do this. Whoops, not the whole thing. I just want one of them. Bring it down like that. No one's gonna know. There we go. Grab that one because we duplicated that too. And we'll spin it. It'll go right here. This one, whoops. Okay, do we have one here? We do have an extra there. There we go. This one's gonna go like this. There we go. No one's gonna know. Fucking piece of shit. Let me go where I want to go. We'll just be like, why is that texture all fucked up over there? Like, what are you talking about? This is how it looks in Ukraine. Textures are fucked up in Ukraine. In America, we get the nice, good texture pack, but they don't get it over there. In third world countries, they get the shitty textures. Everyone knows that. I took a trip one time to Venezuela. And let me tell you, they got a bunch of shitty textures down there. It's nothing good. They also don't get seams, just like we're not getting seams here. You don't deserve it. Alright, let's just do that. We have this here. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger on the X, I think. Yeah, we're probably going to go with like 700. Just because we want more room to run around in. We're going to bring this back. Probably right there. Yeah, they're battling. That's the mark of a good artist. When your textures are battling each other to see who wins. It means they're strong. Alright, we just need some more. Cool. And I want to bring in some cars here that are just going to be like blocking the roads and basic construction stuff. We need to put those doors in there. Damn it, you didn't bring the doors. For fuck's sake. Most annoying shit in the world. What is there, like some type of frame that goes with it? Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Control D. How did I not get the entire fucking thing? Alright, we'll spin it. I said it'll be easier once we make the modules, but it wasn't. It's still a pain in the ass because it's Godot. We'll put those there. I don't know why I raised them up at all. At least it should fit, right? Watch there be just big gaps. That'd be funny. It's fine. No one's gonna know. No one's even gonna look at it. Okay. Cool. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. They call it in the industry Z fighting. That was actually in Dragon Ball Z. Damn, dude, I worked at a cell phone repair shop for a little while, and the amount of people who had Dragon Ball Z phone screensavers was a little alarming. Cool. Now we'll grab that, and we'll go. I think we need 600. We just need it to stick out past the ends. We might move it over just a little bit, and we can close all this stuff. Let's see if we can get our car. Let's see. I think we need to go to Turbo Squid and take a look for that shit. Yeah, we just need a fucking car. Didn't I download a fucking car? I think I did. I have a police car, and I have a Toyota. Let's get that. Let's go get the. Oh, do we have? They have a blend. All right, I'm gonna do the blend. Awesome. I'm going to open it up. Let's just fucking click this Blender file, see what happens. Let's see what we got here. So this is the car, very nice. A lot of meshes here. Oh my god, are there shits inside the car too? I'm all fucked up now going from the Godot editor to this. Holy shit, they have the interior of the car modeled as well. Damn, I don't need any of that. They got the full fucking deal here. I just need a shitty outside model. I think we're gonna have to find a different model. I think this is just too much. Maybe we'll have Coach ride one of these later or something. But, yeah. Far too much. What are we gonna do? Let's go back. Let me go 3D models, car. We'll go lower prices. There should be some free ones. So we just need some basic cars for arcade demolition racing games. These are maybe a little too simplistic. I think this might be our best bet. Yeah, if we can do these, that would be really good. Let's try that. I gotta go over here because it's easier for me to see. It kind of like kills my eyes. Damn, so they're all... Let me do... Oh, they have a Cybertruck. We're going to do the Cybertruck. And then I got to get the MTL. Oh, man, they have a GLB. Let me just try the fucking GLB. If we can just download GLBs... copy. That would be very good. New folder. We'll call this cars. And we're gonna paste that that GLB. Damn, dude, does that really work? It's small. I mean, you know what? That's not bad, dude. That's fine with me. For right now, for prototyping, that's fucking awesome. So we can get a few cars. Cool. I just wanted to have cars, like, blocking shit off. For right now. We'll just have there. We'll do another one of these. I'm gonna spin it more like this. Get more length out of that motherfucker. Go Control D. We'll put one over here. I'm gonna spin this one this way. And then we'll get another couple cars. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's get the Porsche. Let's get the Mini. And the Supra. And we'll bring those in. The Porsche, the Mini, and the Supra. We'll cut and we'll go open it in File Manager and paste. There we go. Man, that was much quicker than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a major pain in the ass. The motorcycle is going to be in higher detail, but the cars will be in lower, which is fine. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to have to finna dual boot Windows, then de-bloat it so I can run some software that only works on Windows for now. What about, can you use Wine? You can use Wine to run the Windows programs on your Linux PC. You don't have to dual boot. Dual booting sucks, dude. I brick my computer dual booting. That could just be my experience, but I'm scared of dual booting now. Oh, we got a Cooper over here. Bam. Throw that fucker in there. The Porsche. Transform 20, and I guess we'll put that one kind of like like it's smashed into this one. It doesn't work on some programs. Damn. Yeah. Let's bring that Supra in. Transform 20. I was able to run King's Field using an emulator running Wine, but that's kind of neither here nor there. I need one more car. We'll get a few of them. I have two M.2 and a 2.5 SSD. Oh, so you have two separate SSDs? Well, I think that should be better when you're dual booting, right? It's a game engine. They plan to add Linux support, but also some games. Damn, that's interesting. Alright, what am I trying to fucking do here? I need one more friggin' car. Let's grab, I need a Dodge. I need a big truck. Go here and cut. Open in the file manager, paste a Rooney. What game engine are you running? What esoteric game engine are you trying to run, dude? You running like, I don't know, what was it, written by fucking Terry Davis or something? I'm just trying to think what possible engine. Dodge, we'll put that over here. Transform. 20, oh, it's not a truck. In my mind, Dodges are always trucks. Oh, we didn't put this down. Secret sauce. I don't know if you're telling me that's secret or if you're telling me the name of the engine is secret sauce. Oh, Ultra engine. Okay. I'll check that out. Control D, and we'll put these over here. I'm gonna spin this one more like that, like there's a crash. Put that slammed into this one, and then this one slammed in there like that, and we'll add some fire on these or something. You know, whatever. That's a good attitude to have to your game. You just want to say whatever. Fuck me. All right. What are we gonna do? Put that shit right here. Take this one right here. Move that shit right over here. Perfect. Now I'm a real game developer. I'm actually better than Hideo Kojima. You see how long this took me? Hideo Kojima would have charged $27 million for this. I made zero money, and I'm actually probably going to lose employment opportunities because of this. You see, that's the difference between me and Kojima. I got that accelerated thought process. Okay, that's looking mighty fine, I do suppose. In our streak of lightning cars and fancy clothes. Alright, let's start adding some shit. Has 4 viewports that has different angles, makes placing objects in the game engine easier, and programs in Lua, which I prefer. That's pretty cool. I don't really know the difference between Lua and Python. I thought they were like pretty much the same. Let's create a collision shape. Whatever, tri-mesh collision shape. Let's go to our player. Let's actually start adding in some shit. Collision shape 3D. It's got to be about the size of our player. It's all coming back to me. I've made so many player characters at this point, and all of them were shit. But we should be doing pretty good. We're gonna try and not use an animation state machine or whatever. I just don't like using those. They're a pain in the ass, and they never really work that well. And if I just keep it to the animation player, I can kind of do some other stuff. So, all right, we're gonna add. Awesome, yeah. Template, character body, basic movement, create, cool. Then we need a camera. Don't we need the fucking pole arm and shit? Whatever. I might have to watch a video to remember how to do some of this shit. I know how to make the state machine. I just don't remember like best practices in what to do as far as like camera. I think you're supposed to use a spring arm, right? Spring arm 3D. I think we want to make it a capsule shape and attach the camera as a child of that. Am I winning, son? I am winning indeed. We got Gonzalo here. We're gearing him up to lead the fight. We're going to spin that around. Whatever. For right now, I'm going to put this here. We'll figure out the spring arm. All asked about best practices on Godot and figure that out. If anyone knows, if anyone's made like a bunch of third-person characters, for right now, I just kind of want to start doing like basic shit. Also has Steamworks built in and peer-to-peer networking asset library. Yeah, it's probably a lot better than Godot's fucking networking. This fucking bullshit I'm trying to figure out. I know we are gonna want at least this. We're gonna go node 3D and then another node here. Don't I normally do it like this? I'll put this on the player and I'll make that as a child of that. I think I'll actually do this. And we'll go transform. Let's just set everyone to 0 real quick. And transform 0. We'll go 180. We gotta spin it 180. Cool. And then this is like the character's head pivot point, right? Yeah. So we can rotate that up and down and then rotate the character left and right when we move. And we'll just take the camera and move that off back to the side over here. We'll see. All right. I'm sure I'm gonna have to adjust how this is made. I'm just gonna call this camera holder, and we'll call this head. Well, it's gonna be hard because when we rotate, we're actually rotating around we're rotating the whole character. And then when we rotate up and down, we're just gonna move the head, right? And then that should be fine. Kind of janky. I'm sure it's gonna be janky at first, and I'll have to watch like an actual video of how people do it and make it smooth. But do we really give a fuck? Look at that face. Do we really give a fuck? I don't think so. Okay. What am I gonna do now? All right. Cool. So I guess we have a camera, we have some movement. Can we just go in the scene and then we move? Let's try it out. Initial building. Let's run the scene. We fall right through the map and we have no collision shape 3D. What's the problem? Oh, this needs to be, oops. That's right, we need a, what are those called? Something body, just a static body. Here we go, we gotta bring this shit all up and put that there. And then we gotta add a world environment. We'll grab environment, new environment. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll get a environment from Asset Haven. What is it, Polyhaven now? Polyhaven. And we want one of the HDRIs. What do you think, nighttime, daytime? Let's see, let's go, let me go back. Urban, here we go. Trying to think. Maybe something like this would be fine. Irish Institute, I guess that's close enough. I think that's going to serve our purposes pretty well. We're going to go with the 1K. Let's download. All right. Let me open that up and let's see. Can Godot handle that? We'll take a look. Let me go here. New folder. Textures. Open in File Manager. Paste. Cool. So it recognizes it. It shows up. Awesome. So can we go to Environment, Background? We'll go Canvas, Custom Color. What is it? Sky. Sky. New Sky. Sky Material. New Panorama. Sky Material. Panorama. Quick Load. Searching for files. Don't search too hard because that's going in there. All right, now we have some background there. Let's try that. You'll be right back. Awesome. Cool. So we have Gonzalo here. We can move around. We can't rotate it all. He's ready to fight. He's ready to fight. Alright, so I'll have to be putting some shit in. I think for now I'm going to take a break. I'll probably come back later today and put some more stuff in. I just got to go get some food and eat some shit, make some more coffee. But peace out. Thanks for coming. Once again, what we are doing is making Gonzalo Lira escape from Ukraine. He was a crazy streamer, red pill grifter type guy. And he was taken into custody by Ukrainian forces where he died. But in this game, he will survive and escape Ukraine. We're going to make him look like a 007 type agent. We're going to have 3 missions. Mission 1 will be him fighting outside of this like hotel with a bunch of Ukrainians. And then it'll end with him partying with the Russians. The second mission is him escaping on his fucking motorcycle, revving it up, trying to get the fuck out. The third mission is like a boss fight where he's escaping on the border. I don't know, maybe I can't figure out a boss right now, but we'll find one. If anyone's got any suggestions, feel free to post them. He'll escape, and I want to have like the final cutscene of him like going off a ramp, flying through the air, and like drones are coming at him, and he's got the motorcycle. It's gonna be pretty fucking based. Like I want to make a good game here, and we're gonna use like copyrighted music. We're not gonna give a fuck.